Something I ask myself often is what is the point? What is the point of doing this work? What is the point of doing shadow work? What is the point of manifestation and having more and being more and like constantly growing and trying to be better and heal and all of the things. Like what is the point? Why am I doing this, right? As somebody that considers myself type A, or that I used to be, I would say type A, and a lot of my clients are this way, where it's like always fighting for what you want, always like having a strong work ethic, being the first person to show up and the last person to leave, always striving for more. What is the point, right? I have reached this place in my journey of realizing what the point actually has been in an embodied way. And I want to talk about it because it might be helpful to you in your journey, especially with the way that things are right now, where there is a lot of suffering, there is a lot of people that are hurting and asking for more or manifesting, being on a spiritual journey can feel, um, I don't know. I don't want to use any of the words that I'm thinking, but like not great, right? And so let's talk about it, right? So for me, and I know for a lot of my clients and the people that I work with, it's like the point of healing was to become my highest self, the version who always feels good, that's always expanding, that's always learning, that is always manifesting more and better, and like continuously being on this hamster wheel of striving for more and better. And honestly, lately, I've been feeling like the point is in the everyday. And it's like, shut up, Ashley. Like, what are you talking about? But truly, like for me, for a long time, like when I really started consciously manifesting, I wanted safety and security. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but I've wanted safety and security and peace and abundance, of course. What does that actually look like, right? And coming from a place where there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of conflict, there was a lot of things that I did need to strive for. Imagining what life would look like being peaceful and, having quiet mornings. I didn't know what that would look like, and I honestly thought that it would be really fucking boring. And that's the truth, right? Even in love, you think a healthy relationship is going to be really fucking boring, especially when you're somebody that is intense and have a lot of, I don't want to say addiction to drama, but like when you've been numb your whole life, it's like having the drama with money, having the drama in relationships helps you feel something, and it's not great and it's not healthy, but that's just what it is, right? And so shifting from that to a place of allowing it to be good and allowing things to be easy, it feels so much different than I was afraid it was going to. And I think that this is really important to hear if you're in that place. And to know that like this is the point. And I'm just thinking back to like previous versions of myself and previous versions of different people that I've worked with, like clients and friends and just people in my sphere, being able to slow down and receive and allow your hard work, allow your manifestation to come through is the point. It's the whole fucking point. It's like, why are we doing this, right? It's the peace, the quiet mornings, the money flowing without effort, the love that doesn't need chasing, and the deep calm that you just radiate. Like I've it's started to get cold here, so I've been drinking tea more. And so like I just get the visual of like, you put the tea bag in the hot water and then it doesn't radiate, it's not the right word, but that's what I get is like radiate like the flavors and all of the goodness from the dried tea. And it's like that's what it is, right? Just allowing yourself to be the calm, be the uh the version of you that has everything you want actually for real and to radiate that. And honestly, being in that place is where you're able to receive more and more because it's like you actually become, I don't like saying it like this, but you actually become like the match for it, right? Um, and so honestly, it's like me before and where my clients generally start out, it's like always look, oh, this took me forever. I swear to God, it took me forever to finally get this. And not to get it, but to release it. But it's like always looking for the next thing to heal or fix, always looking for the next self-help book or to work with the next coach to like, highlight what is wrong with me. And if I didn't have a problem, I'd unconsciously create one because chaos felt familiar without going too much into like all of the reasons why. When things start to get good in our lives, it can feel deeply unsettling if you're not tracking that, if you're not like actively aware that that is happening and can happen. And it can feel like, how come things aren't changing? Right? And it's like, I'm receiving the money, but things aren't changing. And it's like, well, because you love the chaos, you love the drama. And it's like, no, I don't. But it's like, you've built safety in that, right? So learning to slow down and allow yourself to not just like receive, but receive, right? Like deeply receive and build safety in the receiving. I don't know why they're saying this, but they're like, stop and smell the roses. It's like you have, this is interesting. So they're showing me, when I say they, I'm talking about like my guides, like how I receive information psychically. So what they're showing is it's like, I wanna have a garden of flowers or bushes or whatever. And it's like, so then you plant the rose bushes, right? And you do the work and you water and the sun comes out and then it's like the whole process and it takes time and then all of a sudden you've got roses and it's like, oh, I've got them, and I'm like, okay, on to the next thing. It's like, no, like, are you actually gonna enjoy them? Are you gonna like sit and smell them? Are you gonna, I don't know if people cut rose bushes but like cut them and put the roses in um inside, like in vases. Like, are you going to actually receive what it is that you've created? Are you going to allow yourself to experience it and hold it and uh part of experiencing it is like with your senses, right? Are you going to actually allow that? And most of the women that I work with, no, you're not, right? Once you get to a level where you're receiving your desires, if you're not actually receiving in your body, in your system, you become stagnant and it's like, what's the point then, right? So if you're somebody that is always striving and not allowing yourself to slow down and appreciate and have gratitude for and enjoy when things are good, ask yourself, like, what's the point? Like, why am I doing this, right? I'm just laughing because I'm laughing internally. I wasn't laughing outside. I'm just thinking about like, working with my coach and in moments where it's like, wait, it just gets to be this good. It just gets to be this good. And yeah, like not only does it just get to be this good, it actually gets to be better. And like I can hear people being like, "Well, things aren't good, Ashley." It's like, are they not, or are you not allowing yourself to sit and receive when things are good? Or even if it's like little moments, right? For example, what I'm seeing is, and I actually used to do this, and it's interesting. So I actually used to do this. How many times can I say that? Where it's like, so I was talking about drinking tea, right? So it's like I make myself a cup of tea and I sit and you're drinking it and it's like, oh, big deal. But can you slow down and like each sip feel the warmth in your mouth and swallow it and feel like the warmth from the inside out? Can you allow yourself to slow down and actually feel and experience every moment of the thing that you currently have? And like with money, the way that this can look is, logging into your bank account and being like, I'm not negative. This is great. Like I have enough money to pay my bills, or I received a $10 credit, like whatever those things look like for you. And it's like, oh, wow, like this is great. And our minds, the ones that are like constantly trying to strive and constantly trying to expand into more and more is like, this isn't enough. This, I'm not doing enough. I don't have enough. Oh, it's one cup of tea. What difference does that make? And it's like the more that you can be present in this moment and feel gratitude and feel the aliveness of the moment, the more that you will have opportunities to actually feel those things. And that is the point. That is the point. We think that when we start to receive our manifestations, or when the manifestations become more consistent or bigger, that it's going to be like some high, some big celebration. And it's like you get into this rhythm where it's just a steady hum of life, of one moment to the next being strung together and you being present to each moment. What you actually want is the peace, is the clarity, is the joy, is the safety and security, of course, of every single moment. And if you're not allowing yourself to drop into this moment and the next moment, at least part of the time, it's going to become really difficult to receive more because you get to this level and it's like, this is what you have to do. Like, this the enjoyment of what you already have and what you've already created allows space for more. So it's not about, like all of the healing, doing all the manifestation work, all of the shadow work, all of the books and the tears and, tapping and just all of the different things. It's not about becoming somebody different. It's about coming home to who you truly are and to be able to sit in your own life and be like, this is enough. I'm full. And coming to this point is actually what helps you receive more and actually be able to hold it. So if you're still in the season of healing, I want you to know that there does come a point where everything clicks, where I don't believe that the work is ever done. It's not that, but it's like the striving, it's like you get into this rhythm of, oh, actually know who I am and I know what I want and I know how the world works. And I get to choose peace in this moment. I get to choose to, like, in my full scent-based body, right? Where it's like I feel my desires. I, can close my eyes and I can hear my desires. I can just fully experience a life from this place. It's like then it's like everything drops into place. So I'd love to hear in the comments what you think about this and where you are at in your journey, and I will see you in the next video.